Hi, friends. Haley here from Elko, Nevada. If you guys are watching this live with me, or if you're watching this as a replay, I feel it's really important to come on and share all of the holiday excitement and the joy and the fun and all of the really great products that doTERRA is releasing during this season. And so I thought no better time than now to spread the cheer and the love because as you can see, this clock is about to strike 12. But before we get started, I want to introduce to you guys November's promotions. So every single month, doTERRA has promotions where you can save 10% off of a product. Then you can also qualify for a product of the month. This month, we're extremely uh, lucky to be able to get Melissa at a 20% off savings. You guys, I have seen this essential oil alone save people's lives. I've seen it be able to be used, and in some cases, it's the only oil that people will purchase. But the trade-off and what they give up for it is absolutely amazing. I've also seen people be able to get off of different medications from being super sad and just feeling like life is overwhelming and they may not be able to handle and process through it. And all they need to do is put one drop of Melissa on their thumb and put it in the roof of their mouth every single day. Now, Melissa is an amazing oil. It comes in a 5 ml bottle. There are 85 drops to it. So anytime an oil comes in a small bottle, you know it's going to pack a powerful punch. So if you guys have not gotten this in your oil collection yet, this is a perfect time to get it. Also, going into the holiday season, it's a time for joy and family and fun and gatherings. And it's also a time when people, are alone and, you know, have maybe lost their loved ones or they're not really sure how they're going to process through it. And to boot, it also is a little bit dark and it's cold and it's just, it's a time when we can use those extra hugs and reach outs for people who care for us. So maybe this oil isn't necessarily one that you might need, but it's a really great one to stock up or to be able to purchase. And I'm sure, like, if you're like me, I have at least 4 or 5 people that would benefit from getting this essential oil, and they may not invest in themselves. So, what better gift to be able to give them during the holiday season. And like I said, it is 20% off the entire month of November. So really take advantage of it and get this one ordered. Now, the next one is if you're on our rewards program or if you're getting our um, foundational wellness package, each month you can get a free product from doTERRA. This month is featuring Breathe Oil. You guys, it's a 5 ml bottle. It normally comes in a 15 ml, so this is a great opportunity to get it in a travel size, one that you can put in your purse or in your car, and you can just refill it out of your bigger bottles. You're definitely going to want to have this one because it seems like during the holiday season, we also have a little bit of sniffles and stuffy noses and maybe something, weighs heavy on our chest. And I'm talking emotionally as well as physical ailments. And so Breathe is one that I personally use every single day. I love this essential oil. I was able to show a young gentleman yesterday how to use it and make his own inhaler by simply dropping a drop in the palm of his hand and then taking his other hand and forming a tube, putting it over the hand with the oil on it, and then just inhaling through it, through the tube, and you can feel it go all the way down into your lungs. Well, this young man is somebody who's very active in sports and also has to carry a inhaler. And so hopefully that now that he's got Breathe in his pocket and has this new way of using it, he will be able to use that other one less and less. Not only does it have a lot of side effects to it, but gosh, he's just super young. So you guys, you can get this one for free. And I think it's an amazing opportunity again to just, increase your arsenal. And the rewards orders are something, it's the only way that I order. I forgot to put a slide about that on here, but please, please, please reach out to the person who invited you to this group so that you could learn more about how you can earn free product and earn points for every dollar that you spend, including, free shipping and different things like that. Plus, who doesn't want a free essential oil every month? Okay, here's a recipe that I just needed to share with you guys on Melissa. So I love the name of it, Light and Calm. Just that alone. And you look at the picture, it's like, I want more of that. I want more of that in my morning. I would love more of that in my afternoon or evening when life just seems to be getting super busy and there's a lot of chaos and it can be hectic. And you can also create your own serene environments just by sipping on a cup of nice warm tea. Now you can see in this recipe, you can use a bag of chamomile tea, or what I like to do is I'll just add a drop of our Roman chamomile to the water. And then I will put the raw honey like it as directed because I do like it a little bit sweeter, and then a drop of Melissa. Now, when you're making your own herbal teas or spicy teas using essential oils, remember we're only talking about doTERRA. doTERRA is one that has been tested and shown to be not only safe, but recommended to take internally. Anytime I'm adding that to a beverage, make sure you stir it up really well so that it doesn't sit on the top or it doesn't just sit on the side of your container. Okay, so here's just a couple of benefits that you can get from Breathe. Breathe is such an amazing essential oil. So if you look at the emotional benefit, it helps us to breathe through things that might be stacking up or adding up. And, a lot of times just stopping and taking that deep, deep breath. And, I found myself years ago holding my breath and I didn't even realize I was. And one of the things that I love about Breathe is it kind of forces you to take a deep breath. Oils that are in this blend you can see on the screen, and they're all super beneficial. You can apply it topically. I love using it aromatically. And, there's times when I'll just touch the top of the bottle and then tap right underneath my nose to open up those airways. Okay, let's dive into the holiday releases. You guys, back by popular demand, I think that these are staples that we'll always be able to depend on from doTERRA during the holiday season. One is pictured Holiday Joy. Now, this is a blend. It's kind of spicy and sweet. It has just a little tiny bit of pine scent to it. But when you first smell it, you're definitely going to smell that aroma of what feels like Christmas morning to me. I don't know about you, but there's certain things that I'll smell and they're just amazing. I love this essential oil blend. I will put it on a couple of drops on my heater vents during the winter season. Or another thing I like to do is put it on my vacuum bag. I've also been known to have it on pine cones. Talking about pine cones, everybody can probably relate going into, craft stores, and they have those icky, real pine cones, but they just saturate them in chemically made cinnamon, and you can just tell the difference, and it's just pretty overwhelming. What I love about doTERRA's oils is you don't get that chemical smell, and there's no artificial flavors or colorings and different things like that in them. It's 100% pure essential oil in the bottle. Now, these bottles are both 15 mLs, which means that they are 250 drops. Because people loved the cinnamon and the spice and the orange and everything, but we also had a huge demand for people who wanted something that was a little bit more calming. And so you'll see joy, and that's, when people are gathering and it's going to be fun and this party atmosphere is when you'd want the holiday joy. But there's also times when we want to be able to calm our environment and have that grounding, that really rooted feel. And so with holiday peace, it's just that. It's a lot more tree smelling. It does have some frankincense in there and some other essential oils. But to be honest with you guys, I love putting these both together. And I do different things like holiday sprays where I'll just take, a 2 or 4 ounce bottle of water, and I'll add a little bit of Epsom salt to it because that helps the water bind with the essential oil. Then I add the essential oils and I just shake it and spray it. Now you can use this as a room spray, as a, linen refresher. You can also put these on your dryer balls. I mean, really, the sky is the limit to what you can create when you want to have that warm, welcoming environment for your guests, your family. This also makes a really great gift to your friends, your family, your coworkers, because even if someone doesn't celebrate Christmas, it's still a time when the doors are closed, the windows are shut, and it's darker earlier, and you just want that warm, cozy feeling. And holidays can just be the winter holiday. And so this is definitely on my Christmas list to be able to gift to others. And then I always order extra because these are something that does sell out. Okay, back by popular demand is the cinnamon drops, you guys. The last few years, they've been the same color in the wrapper as On Guard, so it's been really hard to tell which one is cinnamon and which one is On Guard. This year, they finally changed the wrapper to a brown color, and I love that they're updating all of their throat drop packaging. It's more modern, it's really fun. You can look at it and know exactly what you're getting. Some of the things that I love about the cinnamon drops is if you know somebody who has blood sugar issues or has a real sweet tooth, the cinnamon drop, and it's bold. Like I'm going to say, if you don't like hot, this may not be for you. I'm going to tell you why you still want to get them though. And it's because even though it has a real cinnamon spicy taste to it, which I absolutely love, cinnamon is really great for all those sugar cravings and different things. And one thing you might consider is if you have a cough or that scratch, itchy throat, is being able to take that cinnamon drop and just put it in a mug of warm water and let it dissolve and then stir it up. And it makes a really, really nice, very soothing, comforting cup of tea. And cinnamon has so many benefits for boosting our immunity and settling our stomachs. Believe it or not, it's really great for our digestive system. And so this is, and when I'm talking about all the holiday items, I want you guys to remember that these are all limited time only. So starting November 1st and until they are sold out, these products will be available for purchase. Every year they do have things that sell out, and there's a couple of items that aren't launching on November 1st, which I'll highlight for you. But you'll definitely want to stock up because once they're gone for the holiday season, they're gone for good until the next year. Okay, now this is brand new. Anybody here love the pilot, or not the pilot, the bubble diffuser? So the bubble has been such an amazing little diffuser. I love it because there's no water needed. You just simply take the bottle, take the lid off, and then you put the bottle on the diffuser, and then you can set it the little timer. Now this one is new improved, so it's flatter on the top. It has that little lighted surface, which is really great, which you can turn the light off or on. Another thing that I absolutely love about this one is instead of the bubble diffuser, how it does three little puffs, this one just does a solid puff of the essential oil. Now it's amazing because you can transform any area. It's sensitive to motion, so it's not going to go off unless something walks by it or someone walks by it. And it also, what I love about their technology is if a little one comes and they're waving their hands in front of it for an hour, it doesn't sit and just go off the whole time. It's a great way to, have any room smell really good. I love having one in my mudroom. So when we're, coming in from the garage, and usually it smells like shoes or wet mittens and coats and things. And now with a diffuser in there, as people are in the room, it goes off and then it just leaves this really great scent. And this, again, will be available only through the holiday season while supplies last. It comes with I think it comes with oh yeah, okay. So it comes with a 15 ml bottle of Holiday Joy and the diffuser for only $59 wholesale. Okay, and then next, so last year we had a honey that was available. And, you know, you guys know that we do spiced honey in our team. We do a lot of different classes. We use it in a lot of different ways. I was pleasantly surprised when I went to try this at convention that they have a lavender infused honey. What I love about it is it's raw honey that's infused with the lavender essential oil. So we know that it's got all kinds of goodness. It is certified pure therapeutic grade. So we know that it doesn't have pesticides, herbicides, or harmful chemicals. We really want to be able to have something that will be good for us and add that natural sweetener. Now, a couple of things that you can do with it is you could just put it in, you know, some warm water or flavor your tea with it. You could also put it like they're showing here. It looks like a bowl of yogurt with some granola and fresh berries. I love putting just a drizzle of honey over fresh berries and in like a salad. There's just so many different ways that you can use this. If you have itchy, scratchy throat, or maybe it's a seasonal threat where lavender is a natural antihistamine, and then when you're partnering it with a high quality honey, you get all kinds of antioxidant benefits. This one is a $18.50 wholesale price, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the first things that sells out. So make sure you guys get in there. And, you know, this is a great time to start making that wish list. I remember as a small child going through the Sears catalog, and any of you guys who don't know what that is, I'm sorry. But for those of you guys who do, it's like, gosh, you know, during the holiday season, we would get these huge catalogs with all of these, you know, everything from coats and tools and toys and you name it in there. And we would go through and circle the pages or mark them, and we could only pick a couple of things. So I'd go through and I'd, you know, make my wish list, and then I would narrow it down. And then, you know, of course, Santa would bring me some kind of really great surprise, and I would never know exactly what I was going to get. But this is a great time to, you know, start making your list of who do you want to purchase these gifts for? And, you know, is it work people? Is it the mailman? I mean, I love that we are in a time when I feel like giving back is very important. And if you're going to give a gift, why not have it be something that's going to, you know, be really beneficial for them, especially in the long run. Okay, so now you guys, we just like the cinnamon drops, we have lemon lime drops. These are absolutely delicious. They taste like fresh lemon and lime. I'm a huge lime person, and so as soon as I got to try one of these, I love how bright and tangy and just citrusy and refreshing that these are. A hack for this one is if you know somebody who has that lingering scratch in their throat or that tickle in their throat, or maybe they're coughing a lot, they could suck on one of these, and it really does help to diffuse that symptom. Again, you can put one of these drops in some warm water, stir it up really good, and just sip on it and enjoy. One of my favorite things recently has been to take the doTERRA's Recharge and the lemon lime flavor and put it in warm water. And you could just sweeten it up a little bit by putting a throat drop in there, let it dissolve, and just kind of sip on it. I think it'd be really great on a, you know, cold, wintry afternoon, or sometime when you just need that extra little pick me up. Really great. So they're $14.50, and you get 30 of the little throat drops in a bag. It's a great value. They last for about 15 minutes, I'm going to say, or longer. When I go for a massage, I always put a throat drop in my mouth so that my mouth is not only fresh, but it also keeps it nice and you know, so my mouth is not drying out and I don't feel like I'm dehydrated on the table. Okay, so I was really surprised about this next product. I love that doTERRA has given us a holiday exclusive oil. This one is winterberry, so it's really nice, you guys. I had the ingredients in here, and it's just amazing. So as soon as we started walking up to where they were diffusing it, I was like, what is that smell? Like, I've got to have it, whatever it is. I've not smelled that smell before. And so it's got, you know, some real good grounding oils, as well as some things that are going to be more bright and cheery Right here, it has a delicate hint of sugared berries with creamy woodsy base and a depth of elegance, grounding the scent like a quiet winter forest. And yeah, you guys, I'm going to be able to, I want to buy as many of these as I can because this is one that I will probably diffuse all the way through the winter months because it just was so uplifting and joyful for me to smell. Now, this is a 15 ml bottle, so it has 250 drops and it's 32. Okay, so gift giving. So one of the things that we've been able to introduce a lot of people, I have friends who enrolled to get their own wholesale account just because of the On Guard foaming hand wash. It is one of my husband's favorite things. He has it stocked in all of the bathrooms at work. We have them at all of our bathrooms at the house, and I have them at my work. I love this foaming hand wash. It is something that leaves my hands feeling nice and clean. I know that it's got the On Guard essential oil blend in it, and it does not dry your hands out like other soaps do. It's just one little pump, and they've come up with this really cute foaming hand wash container. And so in the box, you're going to get not only a full size of On Guard foaming hand wash, but you're going to get this really cute. I mean, who wouldn't want this on their bathroom counter, kitchen counter? And it's so fun. So another really cool thing about the On Guard foaming hand wash is you don't have to wash it. So if you are, camping or hiking, or maybe you got pine sap from going out and getting your Christmas tree or something on your hands, this is a really great thing that you can have to just wash off your hands and know that they're going to be great. This is something too that, when I'm cooking in my kitchen, I have an all-purpose cleaner that I use, but I also, if I don't have it, say I'm just grabbing an apple to eat or, an orange to slice up and put in a punch or something, what I'll do is I'll take that foaming hand wash and I'll hold the fruit in my hand. I put the foaming hand wash on my hands and the fruit, and I just sit and wash it around on there for, 30, 40 seconds. And then I rinse it off, and I know that it's getting all of those, the chemicals and the plastic and all of the stuff that they put on the fruit these days. It's helping to get that off. Okay, who knows someone who needs this adorable little owl diffuser? You guys, I think that this was first intended for littles because they are partnering it with our Calm essential oil from the kids collection. Now, I want to point out that in the kids collection, they only come in 10 ml roller bottles. This is the only time and the only way that you can get the essential oil in a 5 ml bottle. So there's 85 drops in there, and it comes with the owl diffuser. It's, the little belly lights up, or you can also have a setting where you turn that light off. I just think it just is so cute and fun. And I think it'd be great in a library. I think it'd be really great in a daycare. If you know somebody who you're looking for, gifts for the holidays or just a thank you gift for, being a great provider. I also think it'd be great in any kind of nursery or, a doctor's office where pediatrician or a dentist office, and the essential oil blend that comes with it would be perfect too, because gosh, when you're going into some kind of medical provider, you always, for me, I get a little bit anxious. And so it's really nice to be able to have an essential oil in there that will calm not only the patients, but the staff too. This adorable little set is 55. And like I said, it includes that essential oil. And this is going to be one of those that I think will sell out very quickly also. Because you could get it all year, you could get them and stock them up and give them as baby gifts. And, when somebody's not feeling very good, you could give this to a small child in a hospital. I mean, really, there's so many different ways that this could be a gift. Okay, so when we were at convention, we did a little video and I asked everybody in our group, it's like, okay, tell us what your favorite thing in the holiday collection was, which I will post that video too. But for right now, the vanilla restorative hand cream. Now, this is a new formula. So if you bought their hand creams in the past, they've had each year for, I think, Mother's Day and Christmas, they usually have a hand cream that is limited. But this one, you guys, is so moisturizing. It doesn't leave your hands feeling greasy, and it's vanilla. You guys, vanilla is such a happy, homey, everything just feels good and smells good. Essential oil. This is one that was the one that everybody said, oh, the hand cream and the lip balm for sure, the vanilla ones. And so people that I have on my list to gift this to are my accountants, secretaries, secretaries at the school, secretaries, people who help me at the bank all the time. This would be really great for the ones that I am 2 doors down from a coffee shop, and, people who are always washing their hands. This will be one of the gifts that they cherish and absolutely love forever. It is a limited time offer. All of these things are, you guys. So if you have people who are in mind, or maybe you're just going to want to stock this up for yourself, I usually go through about, I'm going to say 4 hand creams a year. And so definitely I want to have at least 4 of these. Plus I have, kids and they have their girlfriends, and, so my list could get really big when I start gifting out some of these products that I love so much. And of course, if I love it, I know they're going to love it. Everybody in our team loved this. Okay, now the Vanilla Dream Restorative Lip Balm. You guys, this has an amazing feel to it when you put it on. It's very smooth. It goes on really easy. It helps to restore the softness in your lips. Whether it's just the winter, the chill, being outside, it seems like every season when starts getting cold, my lips do this shedding and the skin peels off. And so you're going to get the benefits of, not only having amazing ingredients, but the really great vanilla scent and flavor. This one, the hand cream will be available November 1st, but the vanilla lip balm will not be available until December. So again, you guys think of, stocking stuffers and little packages that you could put the two of these together. So you've got a $10 lip balm and you've got a $14.50 hand cream. And so for less than 25, you could have a white elephant gift. You could have, little party gifts for your friends. I mean, I think these two together in a little cellophane package with maybe a couple of little chocolates or something in a coffee cup for Christmas would just be one of the sweetest little gifts that people would remember for a really long time. Okay, and so for the first time also, we have wassail. So we've been making our own kind of blend of wassail, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who are here live watching, or those of you who are watching the replay, this is a smell or a scent that when I cook it on the stove top, I'm like, oh, it just takes me back to, family gatherings at my grandma's house with a fire burning and just everybody sitting around and laughing and talking. Now, wassail has a lot of different recipes. Some people will do, apple juice with lemon, orange juice. I like to put a little bit of cranberry in mine. So there's a lot of different versions of it. I want to tell you that this, if you look at the pot on the stove in the picture, it's like, yum, who doesn't want that? And it's got On Guard in it. And so this will definitely be one that you guys are going to want to have for Christmas parties, for gatherings. One thing that we do also is sometimes we'll do a hot spiced wine. So you take your wine, and I think red would be the one that I would choose, especially if you have a cheaper bottle of wine. You don't know what to do with it. It just it has, maybe it's a little bitter or something. I don't know. Or you could do a really inexpensive one. And then I usually do 1 part wine to 1 part water. and then you just put that spice in and you just cook it over your stovetop. And we served these at a function in our downtown one time, and people came back going, "Oh my gosh, that was the best thing I've ever had." Especially, as it's warm and cozy. This wassail will also be available December 1st. Okay, Yule log is back. This was one that was introduced to us last year during the holidays. And I remember as people were smelling it, they're like, gosh, it's kind of just, I mean, it has more of an earthy um, log smell, definitely deep in the forest. It has cedar wood, siam wood, sandalwood, and nootka. Now, when people were talking about it, it also has labdamen and cistus. Now, those two essential oils are from the Bible collection, which you can't get anymore. And the siam wood and nootka is also something that you can't get unless you live in or have connections to other countries. When people were saying, gosh, it kind of has this different smell. Well, when you look at the essential oils that are in it and how calming they are and how just the connection and just that really deep, think of the deep wood and that crackling of the wood in the fireplace and just how grounding it is. Well, that's what it brings for you. Plus, there's lots of benefits for your body in that. So I would recommend that you do a little bit of research and find out what the benefits are for each one of these. You guys, it's only $28.50 and you're getting 250 drops. So this is definitely another one that if in traditions, look up Yule log. This would be a fun one to give to your neighbors or, people that you work with, or maybe people who are service people in your area, like firemen or policemen or somebody that, maybe you've got a great doctor or somebody that you really just want to appreciate. And it's going to have more of a manly smell. And so if you've got people who are going, oh, it's too sweet, and this would be a great blend for them. Okay, and then we also have Hope. So if you're not familiar with Hope Touch, 100% of the benefits of this. Oh, sorry, they've done a little bit of changing. So $10 of every purchase of this goes to support different types of communities. Now, if you go to Hope for doTERRA Hope Healing Hands, and you can find out all of the different ways that Hope benefits different communities. They used to, and I think they still probably do, is they'll have people who've been trafficked. They help them get off the streets. Then they also help them with rehabilitation and putting them in a place where they can be safe and then learn, jobs and how to work and get out there again and really create a life for themselves. They actually have one of these centers that doTERRA has partnered with in Park City, Utah. So the purchase is $25 and $10 of every purchase goes to help with different services. So if you are someone who's just looking for, how am I going to make my dollars count towards the end of the year and to be able to have these tax deductions and write-offs, there are a few different ways that you can donate. One is through Healing Hands and doTERRA. You can also buy relief kits. So as they have natural disasters across the United States and internationally, they have these really great relief kits that when you purchase them, 100% of the donation goes to the relief kit, and then they put them in different places. So I can think of a bunch of different times when there have been floods or different fires and things like in California where they would send thousands of these relief kits into the area for just helping people with their hygiene and to, have like a toothbrush and some Deep Blue and some different things like that. Okay, so just to recap real fast, we have all of the products that we showed tonight are limited time. The only one that's not is Melissa, or of course the Breathe, which is the product of the month. So they're only available while supplies last, and some of these items will sell out quickly. It's really hard to tell But if you're looking at this picture right here, it has all the different things that are going to be available. Which ones? Like I would maybe even make your list. And if you're like me, it's like, okay, I can only afford so much at a time. So I'm making my list of what's going to come first, what's going to come second. And then if it's still available, what will I get? Or what's the most important things or who's, at the top of my list for gift giving. The other thing is when you're ready to order these, you can order them using your rewards order or an instant order. If you need any assistance with either of these two ways, why I'm saying don't just go on and just place an order and get a wholesale, but you want to make sure that you're getting points, you're getting, free shipping and all that kind of stuff. Another thing I want you guys to consider is 'tis the season to be giving, and there are usually a few enrollments that I will gift to people. Maybe there's someone on your list who could really benefit from, bringing in doTERRA into their household, but they just haven't, got the money or they haven't set it aside or it hasn't been a priority for them. What better way to give a gift that will continue to give to them year after year? And you can gift that enrollment. You could also choose different products and include a free enrollment for them. If you're interested in doing something like that, please reach out to the person who invited you here so that we can walk you through how easy that can be. And then also, I want to invite you to pay attention in our Good Vibes Facebook group. We, as leaders who are doing this as a business, are going to be doing grateful things every day of the month of November. Somebody different will come on each day. They will highlight a product that they're grateful for. They will give us different ideas and tips on how to use it. And then just any other kind of gratitude. I feel like this is our opportunity to really pay attention. As a matter of fact, I send a lot more cards out in November, giving gratitude to my friends and my customers and people that I may not take the time to talk to or say hi to, but I take the time to sit down and write a little grateful note to them. So if you guys have any questions, please comment below. You can always message us, but start making that list, you guys. We're really close to being able to have these products launching. All right. Have a good night, you guys.